Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's InsideAgameR. Welcome to a new game today, Galacticare. Now, Galacticare is kind of a cross between Project Hospital and 2 Point Hospital. Now, you guys really enjoyed the Project Hospital series that I started. We'll talk about that maybe throughout this gameplay today. But anyways, in the meantime, I want to check out this game. Big thank you to the publishers and developers at Bright Rock Games for sending us a key to be able to showcase this game to you guys. It was released back in May 23rd, 2024, sitting with mostly positive reviews, which is very good. And a big update is on the way, hence why they've sent out some keys. Which I will be showcasing in a couple of days' time. But in the meantime, I kind of wanted to learn the game, the basics of the game, see what the game's all about. For any of you that don't know anything about this game, you get to build, manage, and optimize intergalactic hospitals, recruit staff, satisfy the whims of various alien species, and cure their bizarre illnesses for money, of course, and save the literal galaxy in story mode. Or you can head into sandbox and design hospitals of your dreams. Okay, so we're going to start off with this story mode. The update will be bringing a new mode, which you guys, some of you guys, if you've already played this game, will know about, which will be coming very soon. So yeah, we get to start off here. Chapter 1, Orientation.
Greetings, Director. Let me be the first to congratulate you on your appointment. Ms. Ryan and I are excited to see how you'll rise to the occasion. We're establishing our first facility right here in orbit around Earth. Ms. Ryan is already on site. Let's get this thing kicked off, shall we? Glistening before you and silhouetted against the green marble of Earth is Galacticare's newest high-orbit station. And your first hospital. I'm Heel, the AP assigned to all of Galacticare's extrasolar operations. Think of me as your personal assistant, for it is my duty to assist you in all things healthcare as we strike out amongst the stars. Soon, patients from all throughout the solar system will darken our halls, bringing with them all sorts of awful maladies and excretions. Medibots on standby, Director. Before then, Ms. Ryan wishes to fire the starting gun personally. I'm sure we'll be receiving a call from her any moment now. Yeah, and there she is.
Okay, incoming calls. Wait indefinitely, take your time to answer them. When you're ready to continue, some characters may react to waiting in unexpected ways.
The prompt at the bottom right of your user interface will answer her call. There's no rush. Contacts will wait for you to answer.
Well, we got nothing else to do, but we're going to have a little look around. So we've got a couple of room sizes. I'm assuming this is where they come in. What is this? The shuttle bay. And this is some sort of storage facility that's a bit of a mess at the moment. Okay, let's see what they want.
Bonjour, guten Tag, Moshi Director, and welcome to Galacticare. It's time to bring this dream of ours to life. I can't wait to see this hospital up and running. Personally, I'm not one for all this nitty-gritty management stuff. I'd much rather be in the lab. So that's why you're here. Remember, if you ever feel lost, you can review your objectives in the top right corner of your interface. Take it away, Heel.
Thank you, Mom. Director, let's start with a particularly fun section. Calibrating sensors and perspective. Yes, we'll be panning, rotating, and even zooming your camera. Both in and out, mind you. Thrilling stuff.
Definitely thrilling.
Should be displayed now. If they're not, then everything is broken, and it may be simpler for you to resign. Look at us go, spinning around like a gyro. I feel vaguely ill. Now, there was something else I was supposed to be doing. Oh, yes. Yes, the hospital. Patients and preventing death. Profit. And so on.
I like the way profit. Profit is what they care about, let's be honest.
We will require both a reception desk and a diagnosis room. Let's first place a reception desk so that we can process patients as they arrive. I've highlighted the menu in which you will find said desk.
Okay, so for all those wanting to tell patients where to go, so there's different types here. In all honesty, do we go for a double one? Sure, let's go for a double one. So where would they be coming in? They think they're going to come in around here somewhere. So would we not put them maybe in front of this door?
While vast empty spaces are oddly captivating, we do occasionally need to build things in order to provide. Wonderfully placed. Now all we need is a diagnosis room. Ms. Ryan should be calling with the details momentarily.
The diagnosis room is our patient's first step on the road to recovery. It's where we evaluate what's gone wrong with their meaty bodies. Also, tiny spinny drones come out of it, which is very cool and entirely necessary.
Of course. Okay, so it needs to be a minimum of 3x3. They need a desk and a drone readout. Well, 3x3 isn't too bad.
Diagnosis room up and running. If you're ever unsure what to do, select any of your objectives and I'll help to point you in the right direction. With the room selected, you can now begin. Wonderful. However, an empty room will not by itself facilitate the healthcare. We must first place a door and then the room's required objects. In the case of diagnosis, we need a desk and a display. Your construction display will show you simple, easy methods to improve your room's value. Potted plants are all the rage at the moment.
Okay.
Not my cup of tea, personally. Now, a replica of an XTC 5000 block engine. Well, my word, Director, I'm near satisfaction from the thought alone.
Sometimes tutorials talk too much. Okay, so look, let's, we could make the room a little bit better if we wanted to. We could put some cabinets in there. There you go. Made it a little bit nicer.
Yeah, that's the diagnosis room, ready? Now we'll need a treatment room. Mr. Ryan will be in touch with the juicy details.
Skin! Everyone has it. Unless they have an exoskeleton, or nothing at all. The Skin Lab uses proprietary chemicals to coat our patients in a gentle foam, which strips off their outsides and rebuilds them from scratch.
Nice.
It's relatively painless. I use the Skin Lab instead of a shower sometimes.
Okay, so this needs to be a 3x4. It needs 2 things in it. Okay, so the Skin Lab's going to be a little bit bigger. 3x4. Now, I hate having kind of awkward sizes. But you know what? We can make it work. If we went 5x5 there, like that. Okay, so that's the Skin Labby thingamabobby, and this is something that they use to work. Is there anything else that we could put in here? Small lamppost, wall lights. What else we got? Apparently this is art. Oh, wow, they're pretty big. Posters. There you go, something for the lungs. Should have put something in the doctor's office, really, shouldn't we? There you go. That would make them feel a lot better when they come in here, right? Probably just wasting money at this stage. Anyways, there we go.
Excellent. We have our first rooms. More to come, I'm sure. However, I think there's still something missing.
Doctors.
As we're a healthcare organization, we will need some doctors. Pop open the recruitment menu on the left-hand bar and review your various candidates.
Okay, so let's hire some new
And there
doctors.
they are, Director. You can see their name, species, and traits that are unique to them. We currently have Ode and human candidates, and are restricted to them for reasons which I can assure you are culturally sensitive. I'm certain you'll come to find the unique traits of the galaxy's different sapiens particularly helpful for your work. Choose a candidate when you're ready.
Inspired. Drops litter everywhere. Hugo Neversack is cultural curiosities, fast learner, drops litter. Increased damage to treatment rooms. Okay, that's not good. What are you? Cultural, diplomatic. Reduced experience generated. That's not good. Alright, so let's go with Hugo.
You can place that newly hired doctor wherever you like, even directly in a room, which will assign it as their primary task.
Okay, and who's good with medicine? Reduce research. Someone was good here. You were good with not hurting people during treatments.
Excellent work. Your new staff will set about their tasks in your rooms, aiding our soon-to-be patients. Doctors gain experience as they work, and more experienced doctors are, as you'd imagine, better at things. Due to capitalism, staff require payment on a regular basis, so do be sure not to overhire and inflate your expenses. An excellent set of rooms and doctors, Director, which will surely excel at treating patients. You should be commended for your ambition. Speaking of which, your legally mandated commendation, known in human society as payment, is yours to claim.
Okay, so we've got 20,000 and some other bits and pieces that we're going to learn about. That's fine.
We are ready to open the hospital. Let's see if we can't get our patients back to their rent pods in one piece. Ready to begin? And away we go. Time to treat some of these poor fellows. Patients are arriving now, Director. They shall scuttle about our hospital and deposit their various detritus within its once sterile halls.
So we'll place a bench down for them. Someone to sit. Oh, look, we got our first little. It's not an earthling, is it?
Finally.
Got a shattered arm. She's not feeling particularly happy. What have you got? No, you're my robot. You're the Medibot.
Hello?
She's got regolithic.
Keen to introduce you to the ode. The call icon should be at the bottom right, Director.
The Ode are a curious bunch. Although
The Old.
they're all clones, they revere old age, competing with each other to see who can live in any one body the longest. Once they retired from their dreams of galactic empire, they developed an odd fascination with humanity.
Okay.
It began with crop circles and cow abductions, and ended up in appropriating the most problematic parts of 1950s Earth culture, surf rock, and traditional gender roles.
Sounds like a great life. Okay, we've got a lot of people coming in, getting diagnosed. We do have a pending call. Let's just see how one of these things work. Man, the patients are coming in thick and fast, aren't they?
Our mutual employer would rather like to introduce you to the humans.
Alright, let's learn about the humans.
We love them. They are us, sometimes.
Not always.
Humans are a lot of things, and one of those things is that they're social beings. They'll improve our influence whenever they complete treatments. Also, they've accidentally engineered a dystopia where corporations have become kingdoms. So that's great. Sorry. That's a conversation for another time, I guess.
Okay, so they got some different bits and pieces. It's great that we can learn about our species.
Because we've received a patient with a shattered arm. Let's inspect them and see if we can't mend their appendage.
Finally.
That is a patient, Director, although not the right one. Not to fear, I won't recommend you for sensitivity training.
Which one is it then?
Director, that is a room. Another patient. I'm sure they're a delightful person, but yes, this isn't quite who we're looking for.
Okay, she's over here.
Yes, it's over.
Behold the patient panel. I've highlighted the condition track. This fellow's condition requires them to be reboned, and for that, we'll need a boning chamber.
A boning chamber. I'm not going to say nothing. But I want one of them.
The boning chamber. A retrofitted mining machine, which chomps fresh, minty new skeletons directly into our patients. An assistant engineer fitted the schematic with internal cameras for personal reasons. That'll teach me to poach staff from Salazar. Anyway, that's all fixed, and it's mostly safe.
Mostly, that'll do me. 4x4 this room will need to be.
The boning chamber. A fine room indeed. I do rather admire the machine in there. Rather charming, actually. I think I'll call him Harold. I haven't the foggiest idea why.
Whoa, the machine is massive. Does it need anything else in here? Maybe we'll put a locker in here. I don't know. Floor decals. These are pretty cool. Hazardous stripes. Wall dividers. We need posters about the bones, really, don't we? Alright, let's confirm that.
You may find yourself running short on space in our initial hospital area. You can expand to other nearby areas by selecting them and paying a small fee. To whom, I'm not sure. Well, now that we've got a few treatment rooms up and running, let's talk about keeping our staff and patients happy. Let's inspect one of our doctors to grasp the full extent of their needs.
Hey.
Through this panel, we can see the various qualities and needs that define our doctor. This is their mood. A happy doctor will perform their job efficiently, whereas an unhappy doctor is more likely to make mistakes. If their mood gets too low, they may simply leave. You can see the various thoughts and feelings impacting their mood here. For example, witnessing the death of a patient may result in a degree of momentary sadness. Physical needs, like hunger and energy, are fulfilled by vending machines, staff lounges, toilets, and so on. By the looks of things, this individual needs to unwind in a staff lounge.
Right. First of all, let's not answer any calls. I need to get a doctor up and running here. Someone that's going to be good with bones or people. Additional research generated. Okay. Max Bashir. I mean, what's the point in having... There you go, we'll give them a seat. Is there any kind of... It's a bigger seating with some sort of alien stuff.
Further details about the staff lounge and its function are ready for you, Director.
Looks like something from Transformers. Oh god, I couldn't think then. Working on the boning chamber. Okay, let's answer the call.
This one's pretty straightforward. It's a staff lounge. Staff will go in there and lounge. There's a fire pit and everything. We considered a mindfulness cube, but people found the idea nightmarish. So they get this instead. I don't get it. I love the cube. I'll go in there sometimes just to scream at the walls. Great de-stressor.
We'll need to build a staff lounge, lest our employees descend into absolute madness. We should also ensure we provide both staff and patients with places to sit, something to eat, and toilets in which they may relieve themselves.
Okay, so we've got 2 chairs in there. Okay, place vending machines 1 or 2. Well, we got 1, but now that we got it placed like this, I'm thinking maybe we move the object and let's place it like that. We'll get the other object. Place it like you. We've done the seating. Now we need to do the toilets. So toilets come in a pod. And bins. Okay. Well, the bins are bloody huge. Let's put a bin there. Maybe none of them will use it. And a toilet chamber. This is an interesting one, isn't it? Where maybe we'd want to just put a couple of these things kind of like down here.
The required facilities have been installed, and the number of organics who've relieved themselves in the hospital has slipped under the bar for legal concern. Bravo, Director. You have provided everything organics need for a state of mild comfort.
Okay, we've got a new collection. We've got 10,000 coins to that.
Director, it's time to meet your marginally useful maintenance crew. This is a Medibot. They've been purchased at low cost and reprogrammed to maintain our equipment and clean up various forms of vomit. The robot is waving. Medi, are you waving? Are you waving your awful little hands? It appears that Medi wishes to speak to you. Not to worry, I doubt it has much to say.
Hello, new director. It's me, Medi. Heel says I'm a toaster, and that I might actually be useful if I was dropped in someone's bathtub.
Maybe.
Yes, that comment is slightly out of context, Director, but you may rest assured that Medi has no clue what's going on.
Well, I guess so. Also, Heel keeps saying I'm a fake boy, and being programmed to imitate humanity is a disgrace. He's my best friend.
Medi, you don't have any friends because you're not real.
Of
Poor little
course
bot.
I do. 'Cause you're my friend. And so is this giant creature who's about to eat the station.
Bugger me.
God.
What in the world is going on? Hello there.
It's the soup dragon, kinda.
I think it's okay, Heel. It's just a really big alien.
Baz.
First of all, Medi, it's a colossal. Secondly, please refrain from use of the term alien in reference to non-human sapiens. Director, the alien is somehow hailing us, though not on any identifiable frequency. It's almost as though it's directly pushing buttons inside the station's systems. In the absence of any better ideas, perhaps it's best to, pick up the phone.
Gotta love tutorials.
Electronic and eukaryotic persons of Galacticare. I am Bazanoros Orgoria. Baz is also fine, in the interests of brevity. I developed these painful glowing spots about 4,000
Herpes.
years ago. I wondered if you could come and have a look at me.
Director, this is an opportunity we can't pass up. Colossals are notoriously elusive. Few even get to talk to them, let alone get all up in their biology. Let's help him out. First, you'll need to dispatch a ship from the shuttle bay to take a biopsy. That'll let us take a look at all the deliciously novel gubbins inside our new friend.
Right, dispatch shuttle. So this is news for us then.
Launch the shuttle when ready, Director.
Sometimes the problems are too big for the hospital. You need to dispatch a shuttle in order to deal with it. The vacuum is space. You can do this by clicking on the icon above the shuttle bay. Okay, that's good. That's kind of cool. It's a different kind of way of doing things. Or Baz and his herpes.
And away she goes! Our shuttle will collect the sample from Baz via a gentle, non-invasive surgical translocation beam. It feels great. Like scratching an itch. Don't ask me how I know.
Ooh, that feels nice. A bit like scratching an old itch.
Told ya. The shuttle is back with the sample we just took. It'll now be unloaded from the shuttle in an adorable canister. AI-driven medical devices, which behave much like patients do, just with less, you know, brains. We'll need to send it to diagnosis to figure out our next steps. Remember, you can always select the relevant task in the objective window for more information.
Director, we'll want that canister to make it through its diagnosis as quickly as possible. Fortunately, you can set it as a priority.
Okay, so how do I do that?
Hit the priority button here to make sure the canister is seen to as quickly as possible. Prioritizing a patient or canister in this manner will place it at the front of any queue it joins. You should use this for, well, anything you like really, but emergencies in particular.
Okay, so the canister's gonna go to the doctor, is it? So I just placed a couple of plants, try and make the people a bit happier. They're not that happy, are they? Let's be honest. Did he do it already?
Baz's skin is remarkable. I've already identified 7 brand new proteins. This will redefine our understanding of what meat can be. Despite his freaky space flesh, I don't see why we couldn't fix him up with a new cocktail from our skin lab. Now it's time for those canisters to go in the other direction. Let's fill some up, load them into a shuttle, and hose down our new friend with a pharmaceutical cocktail strong enough to melt turbo steel beams.
Alright, so where are you guys getting your medicines from? They must be getting something from in this, right? We do get money from these people when they come in too, which is good. 150 credits. We'll put a couple more benches down. Yeah, so look, the canisters are just filling up with whatever the proteins are.
Director, heal? Some mean-looking mollusks just entered the hospital.
Yes, Mary. Those are vomitongues. They'll bite any sapiens they encounter, causing their victim to evacuate their guts directly onto the floor. Director, Medi is perfectly capable of dispatching these vomitongues himself, but if you fancy it, you can use the station's coils to eject the pests from our mortal coil.
Okay, so I got to keep an eye on those little things.
Death-based pun for your private enjoyment.
Right, filling these canisters are taking forever. Doctor's going on tea break. Don't worry, Baz. We'll sort you out. Okay, the area in here is undecorated apparently, so maybe we can get some nice... There you go, it makes the room just feel a bit nicer. Put a little carpet in there maybe. Very nice. We should probably put some of these posters around the hospital too. I think it makes people just a little bit happier. Alright, Doctor's going back to work. We should have the canisters done now.
Our canisters are brimming with our new colossal regeneration fluids and waiting in your docking bay. Let's get them sent out. I can't wait to see if this works. If it doesn't, we may all be going to jail. Exciting!
The shuttle can launch on your command, Director.
Will Baz pay me?
She's away! Keep an eye on the display, Director. We'll see the fruits of our labors any moment now.
Yeah, it looks all good, right?
Oh, that medicine of yours really hits the spot. Glad to be rid of that itch. It felt like there was something different about you. And there's the proof. Before I go, I collect trinkets. Things traded or earned. I find these exchanges build interesting bonds between cultures. Have some of this stabilizing solution as thanks.
Doctor's on break again. Okay, so we've got a new blueprint. There are things that we're going to learn.
Well, I'm off. Thank you, Galacticare. I'm sure we'll see each other soon.
Well, we've just treated a higher dimensional talking cetacean. I'm going to hold my breath until my heart rate comes down and map out these new organs. Maybe I'll name one after you.
A delightful performance to watch, Director. The stabilizing solution Baz gave us has remarkable properties. It'll fully replenish the health of any patients you use it on. Rather handy if there are specific people you'd rather didn't, die. Should you ever have need of more, you can make use of the craftium we've been collecting to fabricate them from the inventory panel.
Craftium. Bye, Baz. Okay, so we got a Baz sign.
Our goal is to provide the best possible healthcare service, and we're constantly evaluated by a system known as hospital rating. Open the hospital rating panel now, and let's have a browse.
Right, hospital rating bottom left. Let's have a look then.
Welcome to the hospital rating screen. Here we can review everything that's wrong with your hospital. Not to worry, should it be terribly deficient, there are plenty of pro tips to explore in these various tabs. On this summary screen, we can review any common thoughts and complaints, as well as admire the potential rewards you can earn. Feel free to peruse the remaining tabs at your leisure, or close the panel when you're ready to proceed.
Hey, we're not treating enough fast
The more
enough.
patients you treat, the more people become embittered. A step which we can surely all get behind and which you can... There are many ways patients can expire. Long waits, digestive systems, the pernicious sense of self. This panel tracks how well you're fulfilling the needs of your staff.
Okay, so they want some more curious decorations, probably.
Ms. Orion has sent over the details of a new room. Something about investing in people. What a novel concept.
Right, that's not what I want to look at the minute. I don't know what they like. I don't know if that's making her happy or not. Right, let's have a look at this new room.
A call is...
The training room is an environment in which our staff can gain experience with safe, gentle, ethical brainwashing with the memories of experts in their field. It can be a bit much for their neuroplasticity to fully absorb, as well as pass out which families actually belong to them. Nothing too serious, though.
People can be trained with other people's memories? Can I go?
No. Director, let's get a training room built so we can help our staff become their best selves, whether they like it or not.
If they like it or not. There you go, so...
A fine, fresh training room. Now, let's teleport a doctor in. They'll begin training immediately.
Love it here.
How do I assign you to the training room? Okay, so they're getting trained?
Director? Heal? There's a little creature floating around in
Solarks attracted by clean and tidy corridors. Collect them on the ground. Ooh.
here. Should I zap it?
That's a Solark. Director, these critters are entirely harmless, and will deposit a large number of credits into our account when you catch them. That's why they can open accounts of their own. The banking sector is a disaster.
Okay, well, we nearly need another... How long does this go on for?
Hello again, Galacticare. I thought I'd pop back in and offer you some of my wares as thanks for helping me out.
Someone died here, right? Oh, God.
I'm old.
Alright, you've had some training, and now you're back open. Here we go.
I'll exchange any item for some credits. And just for you, there's always a freebie. Right now, I've got a holodoc, I think you call it. Oh, and I've also got a Medibot. Found him adrift in space a while ago. He was just spinning, really. Purchase an item, and I'll transport it over to your inventory. As for the holodoc, I must insist that you take it. He keeps popping into existence inside my spleen.
Do we want this Medibot?
A fine invention. Ooh, it's payday! I think I brought you the right bits. If not, it might just be bog rolls and videotapes. Just some bits and bobs, really.
Yeah, I thought he was already in my basket.
The holodoc emitter Baz has gifted us is a valuable piece of kit. A room upgrade. Place it in one of our treatment rooms and it'll kick into action.
Okay, here you'll find various craft items which can be used to upgrade your rooms. Keep the corridors clean and even rescue patients from the brink of death. Okay, so what does he do? Less effective than a real doctor, but you don't have to pay them, feed them, or listen to them. Ooh. Where am I going to put him? Bone chamber, maybe?
Holodocs are driven by advanced predictive AI. They're not sapient and thus require neither pain nor rest. This would make them perfect doctors if not for the limitations on their AI, which prevent them from learning or demonstrating any personality whatsoever. These qualities do make them excellent corporate executives, however.
So he's working over here.
One of our doctors has leveled up. Let's take a closer look. Select them when you're ready. Level 1 doctors will start out as trainees, and upon reaching level 2, you're able to assign them an expertise, which will allow them to work far more effectively in one specific room. Select an expertise to continue. Here you can see the options for... Here's a fine choice. Try to assign experts to the relevant rooms. It'll help keep your patients alive and your workforce content.
Because they're on break, there's not much I can do about that.
Director, something we haven't yet covered is Medibot modes.
Hey, that's me!
Yes, it is, Medi. Well done. Director, select a Medibot to continue. Here we can see the configuration of this Medibot. Adjusting this will focus them on specific tasks. You can also use this window to change the appearance of your Medibots, in the event that you share that particular fascination with our previous director. And with that, we've completed our orientation protocol. Excellent work.
Okay, so we did get another new doctor. We seem to be coping okay. I say that this is the room that we need the most again. Bone breaking seems to be going okay. And we do have a spare doctor just kicking around.
We're receiving a call from Dorian Salazar, the CEO of Salazon.
Alright, let's see what he wants first. Alright, we've got loads of weird creatures floating around, but they're worth money and stuff.
This is Dorian Salazar, CEO. With which space creature am I speaking?
Mr. Salazar, a very fine day to you, sir. You're through to the director's office. If you're...
A robot? Well, that's a daring hire. Listen well, computer boy, to my terrible problems. My workers were performing an orbital trash discharge, and in a totally unforeseeable disaster, they were coated in unknown sludges. After they completed their assigned shifts, an intern noticed that their bodies had warped into some manner of transparent slime. Here then is my offer to your fine company. If you're able to keep some workers alive for their shifts tomorrow, I'll send you some space money.
Of course. We'll send over a contract and then we can...
That won't be necessary. Good luck to you and goodbye.
Well, that's delightful.
Okay.
Director, it sounds like we're in for an influx of emergency patients.
Right, well then we just want to prioritize them then, don't we? No, it can't be you.
What?
Okay, so this is just my arrival. Okay, I was expecting them to be covered in some sort of sludge. It doesn't seem to be the case.
Director, the emergency patients from Salazon are now arriving, and they're in a wretched state. We'll be lucky if most of them don't drop dead in the corridor. Let's save as many as we can. Be sure to prioritize them so they're seen to as quickly as possible. And I think now's the time to use that stabilizing solution we received from Baz.
Is this it? These them?
Help me.
Guess it's over.
Okay. Robot, fix the damn thing, would ya? Okay, what's their treatment gonna be? Boning chamber. Okay, yeah, because they're jellification, so they need new bones. Okay, I get it. Where's my other doctor walking around anyways? There she is. Okay, no, some of them are going in here too.
Hi.
Right, okay. Why's it got so dark in here?
Rest in peace to that plucky fellow. I pretend to be angry about their excruciating death, but I think we all knew it was on the cards.
Where's he going now?
Yes, it's over.
It's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, again, we're waiting for bots to fix things. Come on. So I think what we're doing first is giving them bones, and then we're giving them new skin. Taking a little bit of time.
This is Dorian Salazar expressing some legally mandated gratitude that you managed to save one of those workers. Their
You saved
colleagues
one.
appreciate you. Keep it up and so on.
Where's my real doctor? Even though we got... I suppose these doctors are great when they go on break. But we probably should put a real doctor in it. Okay, we saved 2 so far. That's 3.
3 of those workers have now informed us that they'll be ready for work in 2 hours. Rather better than expected, Galacticares. Saves us a good bit of time on ordering new interns.
Why are you waiting so long? Okay, so we reached level 2 on Shroud Arms. That's good. Okay, that was the 4th. Only 1 died. It's not too bad. So yeah, I mean, I don't think we're getting any new rooms anytime soon, so I probably would just put in another skin lab.
Not bad, Galacticares. We'll barely have to pay any compensation to their aggrieved relatives. Your dosh is in the tubes, along with a coupon for my preferred moustache oils.
Okay, very nice.
Quite the ride, Director. I'm up to my pineal gland in new data. Either that or I'm overdosing on hypercaf. I'm going to dive right into genome mapping Baz. His cells keep phasing through the collector, so it might take a bit of tinkering. Heal will apprise you of our next job. But for now, thanks for making this real. You're bringing our dream to life. Now, let's change the galaxy.
Excellent work, Director. Ms. Orion seems thrilled, and we've already booked another contract. A music festival in Earth space, if you can believe it.
What's a music festival, Heel?
In this case, Medi, I dread to imagine. Earmuff mode on standby. I'd rather your circuits weren't blown out by exposure to Odeon harsh noise. Director, should you prefer to hang about and continue working in your fine hospital, we'll remain on site with you until you choose to move on.
Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to click stay here for a second.
As you wish, Director. Whenever you're ready to leave, simply return to the galaxy map, and we can move on to our next job.
Perfect. Okay, so look, I'm going to leave it there for our very first episode. Let me know what you guys think of this. I think this could be quite a cool little series, but let me know. Like I said, there is a new big update coming very soon as well. Subscribe if you're new, hit the like bell, and other than that, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.